Funding provided by
Musco Lighting is honored to support Iowa PBS. We're an Iowa company that lights local schools, community fields, and stadiums, arenas, and venues in more than 125 countries. While our reach is global, our commitment is local.
And by Fairway Meat and Grocery. For more than 80 years, Fairway has been proud to be an active part of the communities we serve. Learn more at fairway.com.
Across Iowa, hundreds of neighborhood banks strive to serve their communities, provide jobs, and help local businesses. Iowa banks are proud to back the life you build. Learn more at iowabankers.com.
With our Iowa roots and Midwestern values, Farmers Mutual Hail is committed to offering innovative farm insurance for America's farmers, just as we have for 6 generations. Farmers Mutual Hail, America's crop insurance company.
Welcome back to downtown Des Moines for the second matchup of a girls high school state championship doubleheader outside the pink-adorned Wells Fargo Arena. Class 3A will run onto the floor as one team chases the glory of a state championship here inside the arena. Hello, everybody. I'm Paul Yeager. Iowa PBS is proud to bring you 2 nights of girls championship basketball on your statewide network. Remember, we're in all 99 of Iowa's counties for free. I'll see you again at halftime with the quality highlights, analysis, and features that you have come to expect from our coverage here at Iowa PBS. First, though, let's go back down courtside. B.J. Shaven, Laura Leonard, and their call of the 3A state championship.
It is time for state championship basketball. It's the Class 3A title game as the 3rd-seeded Solon Spartans take on the top seed, the Estherville Lincoln Central Midgets. With Laura Leonard, I'm B.J. Shaven. Here we go again. Laura, for this matchup, we're expecting a very tight, competitive matchup all the way throughout.
Yeah, I think both of these teams have really good defense, but they both have really good scorers that can get to the rim, they can shoot it from the perimeter. So, again, is this going to be a game where defense wins the championship?
Well, let's take a look at these 2 teams and their resumes leading up to this one. For Solon, 9th trip to state. They return experienced core from the semifinal team from a year ago. Look out for Callie Levine, an Iowa recruit. Since her freshman year, leads the team in everything, okay? Let's take a look at Estherville Lincoln Central. The Midgets, their 10th trip to state, their 3rd straight. They won it 2 years ago. They are 74-5 over the last 3 seasons, and they've got a dynamo in Haley Stokes. Let's turn it over to tonight's public address announcer, Joe Hammond.
Hey, Solon fans, let's hear it for your Spartans. Let's hear it for your Spartans. ELC fans, let's hear it for our midgets.
Fans, it's now time to introduce the players in tonight's championship matchup. First, the non-starters for the Solon Spartans. Number 22, Delaney Durr. Number 3, Treya Idol. Number 5, Lainey Johnson. Number 12, Lainey Hinkle. Number 24, Jersey Haluska. Number 31, Gable Knight. Number 32, Madden Gates. The assistant coaches for Solon are Mark Silvers, Nathan Watson, and Jim Smith. Now let's meet the non-starters for the Estherville Lincoln Central Midgets. Number 3, Kara Schultz. Number 12, Morgan Claybaugh. Number 21, Lexi Jurgens. Number 32, Zoe DeRuyter. Number 33, Jalissa Smith. Number 40, Evelyn Nath. The assistant coaches for Estherville Lincoln Central are Mitch Krein and Scott Stokes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for tonight's starting lineups? For Solon at guard, a 5'6" junior, number 1, Kobe Leeds. And for Estherville Lincoln Central at guard, a 5'5" senior, number 5, Tatum Dunleavy. For Solon at guard, a 5'7" senior, number 4, Haley Miller. And for Estherville Lincoln Central at guard, a 5'9" junior, number 20, Riley Yeager. For Solon at guard, a 5'3" senior, number 10, Mia Staley. And for Estherville Lincoln Central at guard, a 5'4" senior, number 22, JC Anderson. For Solon at forward, a 5'8" senior, number 20, Anna Quillen. And for Estherville Lincoln Central at guard, a 5'6" junior, number 23, Haley Stokes. For Solon at guard, a 5'9" senior, number 23, Callie Levine. And for Estherville Lincoln Central at forward, a 5'8" junior, number 34, Hillary Rushy. The head coach for Solon is Jamie Smith, and the head coach for Estherville Lincoln Central is Don Martinsdale. The floor officials tonight are Lance Plager, Chris Eilers, Todd Sandler, and the bench official is Alan Dries. Welcome Solon and Estherville Lincoln Central to the 2024 Class 3A Championship game.
All right, here we go, the 3A Championship. Solon coming in at 23-3, Estherville Lincoln Central at 24-2, and the top seed Solon wearing their away orange. And Laura, what are the keys to the game here for the Spartans?
Well, the Spartans need to create chaos, and they have done that all tournament long on defense, turning teams over and creating those turnovers into points. And then on offense, be patient. Work through the system a couple of times, find a good open shot. And then for Estherville Lincoln Central, what they need to do is TNT. And that is their mantra, together, no excuses and toughness. And then they need to handle the pressure defense of Solon.
It's Yeager and Levine in the middle, and this one is underway. It'll be controlled by the Midgets. And right away, Chris Eilers sees something he did not like. And it will be given to the Spartans on the opening tip. So again, out on the floor for Solon, it's Leeds, Miller, Staley, Quinlan, and Levine trying to win their first title since 1998. And for Estherville Lincoln Central, it's Dunleavy, Yeager, Anderson, Rushy, and Stokes. Leads off into the corner to Levine. And right away, Levine called for the foul on the charge as J.C. Anderson, the senior, took it.
Anderson doing a good job moving the feet, getting over, getting that foot on the baseline side. Sometimes you even get that foot in the out-of-bounds area, but that's your area. You can get over there and protect it.
So here we go, Estherville Lincoln Central. Unable to get one there as Solon will bring it down the floor. Staley for three, got it!
Boy, she has been really tough, two-year starter for Solon, and she is a good outside shooter. You have to stay on her. She will pull the trigger quick.
Miller forces the turnover, out ahead, leads. Too tough of a shot. This is going to go out of bounds. Dead ball rebound here to Estherville Lincoln Central. How about the Spartans? They're going to do this. They're going to attack you in different ways.
Yeah, they're going to slow it up, and then just when you think they're going to get set in some kind of an offense, defense backs off a little bit. That allows Staley to pull the trigger.
Here's Jaeger, too strong. Levine trying to pump it ahead, gets the ball back. That's the yo-yo, and this is going to stay with Solon. So Solon haven't been to the state tournament since 1998. They do not look intimidated about playing in this championship at all so far.
No, they don't. They look ready to go. They're ready to run and get out and force tempo.
Back in their school's history, they are 3-1 in the championship game. Only loss was to Cedar Rapids Jefferson back in 1993. As Stokes will find Anderson. Midgets haven't had a good offensive set yet. Stokes going to be picked up by Leitz. She's terrific defensively. Has 13 steals in the state tournament, which leads all of 3A and all 5 classes.
She's got that length out on top, and she just anticipates so well. They just fly around defensively.
Jaeger left open, will get it in for 2.
That time flew a little bit too hard and too fast, right past Jaeger, who took it right to the hoop.
Staley off into the corner, had 14 points in the semifinals to lead her team. And that was a victory against Des Moines Christian. Here's Miller. And the Midgets will control the rebound. Last year, upset in the opening round against Benton Schellsburg. That was a 1-8 game. And they've been smarting since. 10th overall appearance here at the state tournament. Stokes guarded by Levine. And a foul is going to be called on Callie Levine, and that's going to be her second. So decision time for head coach Jamie Smith, with your star player picking up her second. And she's going to have to check out. So coming in is Delaney Durr, the 5'5" sophomore.
Well, that's what they do defensively. They're aggressive all the time. They never back down, and she got a little too aggressive. You need to adjust your game, though. If you've picked up an early foul in the first quarter, maybe back off just a touch. Don't gamble as much. She gambled a little bit too much and got burned.
Stokes with the ball. Goes into Rushy, who will back in with a right hand. High off the window for 2, Hillary Rushy.
They really pushed the offense way out past their, or right to the half-court line. Made them start from way out, but that opened up the middle and allowed Rushy to make a nice move.
This is a totally different looking team for Solon now without having Levine out on the floor. In fact, she's primarily played 97% of the minutes here at the state tournament, only sitting out for a skosh, if you will. As this one's tied up, it'll go back to Estherville Lincoln Central.
You can see nobody else around in the lane till the last minute, but Rushy able to have a lot of freedom in the middle.
Here's Jaeger with the cutter. Oh, they find the opening, and look at that. Kara Schultz, who just checked into the game, the 5'3" junior, gets her first bucket and her first field goal of the state tournament.
Yeah, Schultz doing a great job. She was just so excited yesterday when we talked to her after the semifinal game, and just excited to be in this tournament game, or this championship game, finally on the board.
Miller on the attack. Can't get it to fall. Rebound to Quinlan. and it's going to stay with Solon. And Callie Levine goes to the scorer's table with 2 personal fouls in the first 2.5 minutes, now back into the game.
And I think her teammates know that they're going to have to help out defensively.
So head coach Jamie Smith putting the chips out on the table here. Here's Levine for 3. Yes.
Got her into the ball game. It was a set inbound play. She was the trigger person, looped out around. They swung it to her, and she caught it in rhythm.
There's Haley Stokes, her first bucket of the game. Had 44 in the quarterfinals against Forest City. And now Levine on the attack. The Iowa recruit. Played big in her career for Solon. Rushy with the board. Now Anderson will dribble it ahead. Very close to over and back.
Yeah, it was very close. You have to be aware of your surroundings.
Now Yeager working it. Can't get it to fall. The rebound to Schultz. And she'll be fouled on the play. Actually, no. Tie ball. And that's going to go to Solon.
There's a battle for the loose ball, and Schultz right in there. And they call the tie ball. And Schultz hits the deck.
So Solon to work. Staley to Levine at the high post. They find the cutter in the basket for Haley Miller with the assist to Levine. And we're tied at 8.
And Miller has stepped up big for this team here in the state tournament. Knocked down some big buckets.
Anderson. Now to Schultz on the block. Here's Rushy's 3. And a strong rebound for Miller.
With J.C. Anderson had her eyes up, she had a clear path to the rim.
Levine in the paint. And the rebound to Stokes. She'll run it ahead. The Minnesota State recruit gets the N1.
She was not going to be denied on that one. She had 2 defenders just on one side, one on the other, reaching and grasping for the basketball, riding right on her hip. And she powers it to the glass and gets the traditional 3-point play opportunity.
80% on the season, knocks down the free throw. She's got 5 in her career. 1,607 points in just 3 years of play. To the corner, that's Miller for 3. Something to be desired as Estherville Lincoln Central back up with the ball. Here's Schultz. Now to Stokes, the deep 3. Rushy with the board. Estherville Lincoln Central has it taken away by Solon. This is going to stay with the Midgets. Yeager left alone, can't get the bunny. Oh, it hopped right out on him.
Boy, she didn't have the footwork down right. She just got off on the wrong foot, couldn't get the feet down as she received that pass. And I think she knew it as she missed it.
Here's Staley on the drive. Yes, she's got 5.
Boy, Staley just put her head down. Nice crossover dribble to get around the defense. Tiptoed that baseline.
It's a 1-point game. Nearing the minute mark here in the opening 8 minutes. Stokes, little floater. Too strong, and Solon up with the rebound. But the story for Solon, Callie Levine, the star player, the Iowa recruit, picked up 2 fouls early on. Now will drive it in and finish it.
You could just tell when she had the ball in her hands, made that little crossover dribble, she wanted to take it all the way to the hoop. She's going to continue to do that. If you're Estherville Lincoln Central, maybe rotate somebody over, get in position and draw a charge.
Yeager to Schultz. And Levine with a rebound. Let's see if they hold for 1 here. Shot clock is off. Solon with the 1-point lead. Levine. and will be fouled by Anderson with 1.4 to go in the quarter.
As the clock is winding down, they wanted the ball in Levine's hands. Again, just a little quick crossover, lean one way, get the defender to go that way, and then step right through and take it all the way to the hoop.
Knocks down the front end of the two-shot opportunity. Now with over 1,950 points in her career, playing in her final game, she's got her team out to a 14-11 lead here in the opening quarter, and Solon will check out Levine real quick for some defense as Delaney Durr will come back in. And that'll be the end of the opening quarter. How about that? Solon down. They come back, and they take a 3-point lead through the first 8. Let's go to Paul Yeager, who's standing by.
Pretty good first quarter again there, BJ and Laura, and it is always part of the tradition is the academic recognition, and we're going to go back down to the court now to Joe Hammond.
Receive a $1,000 scholarship to the college of their choice. The 2024 Student Athlete Achievement Award for Class 3A is Paige Hilgerson from Des Moines Christian High School in Urbandale. Presenting the award is Rhett Ocelette from U.S. Bank in Des Moines. Congratulations, Paige, on receiving this scholarship. And thank you to Rhett with U.S. Bank in Des Moines and the Iowa Bankers Association for their sponsorship of this award.
Something exciting.
All right, thank you very much for that. I want to let you know that Solon beat Des Moines Christian to get into this game 49-25, and Mount Vernon was the opponent Estherville Lincoln Central beat out 45-37. That's a little recap for you of how the two teams got here. As we look at some of those first quarter statistics, kind of interesting to see how some things play out. Let's find out how the second quarter plays out. Let's go back down to the court with BJ and Laura.
All right, thank you very much, Paul. Each team making some substitutions here as we get the second quarter underway. Tatum Dunleavy, back into the contest here for Estherville Lincoln Central. As she checks back in for Schultz for Solon. It's going to be their starting 5 with Leeds, Miller, Staley, Quinlan, and Levine. Estherville Lincoln Central will get a bucket here right away by Stokes.
Boy, nice setup out of the timeout with a little fade screen and a nice dish back door.
Staley in the lane.
Wow, how good has she been in this tournament? She just continues to make shot after shot.
16-13. The Midgets to work with Stokes. And this is going to go to Solon.
Get a good look at Staley on the dribble drive. Little floater crawls up over the rim, and they have been able to find a few driving lanes to get through.
So Solon, their average win margin this year by 28. Levine for 3. And the rebound to Yeager.
Boy, they ran her off about 3 screens to try to get her open at the top of the key.
So Stokes, the firepower so far for Estherville Lincoln Central. Rushy can't get one to drop. And Solon back the other way. Levine with the crossover in the paint. Tough shot, and she gets it to fall.
Again, just a little head and shoulder fake to get the defense out of position, able to find a little daylight to dribble through and get to the hoop.
Anderson able to get the bucket back. 18-15. Got a feeling the Stars are starting to take over here, Laura.
Yeah, you kind of feel like you get into this ball game, you get a little deeper, you got 1 quarter underneath your belt, and everybody kind of settles in, and then they kind of look to the player that has brought them to the state tournament and is their leading scorers, and those are the players that are the playmakers, and a lot of the teammates rely on them.
The Midgets sticking with their man-to-man. Here's a three, and drop it down, Kaylee Levine.
And they're doing a good job of just continuing to get her to move, get her to different spots on the floor, and getting her set up. Does a great job of scoring up those shoulders when she receives the basketball, always ready to shoot.
She had 19 in the quarters, just 10 in the semifinal. Now with 12 here in the first half for Solon. Jaeger's shot too strong.
You get in there and you make that spin move, maybe stop, let the defense go up, give a pump fake, try to get them in the air.
Miller's three not there. Stokes with the board. Now Rushy. One and done for Estherville Lincoln Central.
And the Solon defense is speeding up ELC, making them play at their pace.
Shot not there for Miller. And each team, it's been a track meet.
It has been, and we have not seen them back off at all. Both teams continue to run now. Estherville Lincoln Central going to take a little time and collect their thoughts.
Jaeger able to hold on to it for Estherville Lincoln Central, but only for a moment. Levine out ahead. Leeds knocked away by Anderson. What effort!
Anderson saw that all unfolding, and she went into a flat-out sprint to get there as Leach was calling for the basketball. And here comes Anderson to swat it away. Another look at it, and that's just pure hustle right there.
Little grit, little determination by Anderson. Schultz back into the game for Estherville Lincoln Central. Dunleavy is out. And off of the rebound, Solon up with it. Looking to work with it, Staley. Along the baseline to Delaney Durr, who's also into the game for Solon. Durr on the drive.
Boy, Durr went down hard, kind of covered up her head, just waiting for some of the aftermath. Didn't know if anybody was going to fall on top of her. Both teams really aggressive, though, in taking it to the rim.
Anderson to kick out Rushy for three.
Doing a good job of spreading the floor and finding the open shooters, just can't knock them down.
Levine in the paint. And a timeout going to be taken here by Estherville Lincoln Central. Don Martindale, the head coach for the Midgets, doesn't like it when you don't stop ball. Let's go to the Solon huddle and hear from their head coach, Jamie Smith.
I got it. Oh, he was telling me. Get Kobe. Now listen, rematch. Good drive. You get fouled down there? Hey, listen. Hang on. I got you, Linda. Okay, here. You got here. You got Kobe now. Okay? We got to see who's in. Okay? You got 20.
Yeah, I have 3.
You have 3. 34. Don't help there, honey. Let's go.
Look for a high ball screen, right, or a flip back, right?
You want to go 23 once?
No.
Okay, my friends. Okay. Hey, we got to have rebounds. Yeah. Push the ball ahead. Run DUO. Get to the rim. Get your feet ready to shoot. They don't want this.
I love it when there's a semiconductor inside that huddle. Don't you?
That's total teamwork right there.
Right.
Everybody had input in that huddle. He threw out an idea. They said no. He went, all right. we're not going to a 2-3 zone.
Well, it's been working for Solon. They've won 11 games in a row. Their last loss was back on January the 23rd to Marion. 8-point advantage for the Spartans, their largest lead. Here's Stokes on the attack. Gets her own rebound back and will be fouled. That's going to be against Haley Miller, her first.
Well, and Durr was just back there playing center field. She was the lone defender, protecting the hoop. And as Stokes got by the first wave of defense, there was dirt right there, made her alter the shot.
Stokes, who was in the act of shooting, knocks down the free throw. And Jamie Smith having a conversation as Stokes knocks them both down. You know, Haley Stokes, top 5 in 17 statistical categories in Class 3A. As Levine had it knocked away.
And again, that's Stokes just creating defense, turning it into offense.
That's a free ball picked up by Solon. Quinlan up with it. Miller.
Boy, they are just so aggressive. You got to protect the basketball at all times, and Stokes is a really good ball handler and does such a good job of that. And that's a tough shot by Anderson, right through a lot of contact.
She's got 2, draws Estherville Lincoln Central a little bit closer.
Now the pace is kind of calmed down just a little bit. It's not as up and down as it initially was.
Levine with a rare miss from the outside with that open of a look.
Yeah, Schultz fell down, and Levine recognized it, pulled the trigger, but came up short.
And Stokes will draw another foul. That's going to be the second on Staley. Second team foul on Solon here in the quarter. Well, we've had one championship decided already tonight. In case you missed it, shame on you. Johnston brings home their 3rd championship in the last 5 years with a 12-point decision over Dowling Catholic. This is the second of 5 over the weekend.
Boy, Anderson really trying to get to the hoop, get the corner, and just could not do that against Leeds.
Yeager with the tough shot and the rebound pulled down by Solon. That time by Quillen. Levine. Boy, the head fake just couldn't get the shot to fall. Stokes out ahead to Yeager.
Somebody needs to help her. She got caught down there on the baseline, finally gained control of it. Needed a teammate to come to her rescue.
It's been a battle. Stokes behind the back. Oh, what a move. And it came up short.
Leeds was right there defending, and they knew that they were going to show a couple of different defenders to Stokes. And we've seen different players have the assignment, and they've done a good job of slowing her down.
Inside of 50 seconds to play in the half. Levine measuring. Now gives it up. Oh, the cutter by Miller. What a find by Quillen. Haley Miller with her second field goal of the game.
You know, Quillen does all the little things. She goes to the glass, plays defense, and a beautiful assist there.
Yeager in the paint. Now Stokes for 3. Yes!
That's something that they needed to give them a little momentum, and Solon's going to have last crack at it here before the half.
That's Estherville Lincoln Central's first triple of the game. It's a 3-point game. Solon going to hold for 1. Levine at the top. Oh, my!
That was clutch. That's what she can do. That's why they want the ball in her hands as the time is winding down. They needed a bucket to answer the one that ELC just had. Little step back, knocks it down, shows the crowd.
Callie Levine with 17 in the first half, and Solon takes a 6-point advantage into the locker room. Let's go to Paul Yeager.
Wow. What a way to end that second quarter there. I'm sure Coach Jamie Smith is going to tell us in just a moment that's exactly how it was drawn up. But Coach Jamie Smith, just how you drew that up, right, with Callie at the end?
Yeah, anytime she has the ball in her hand, that's kind of how we draw it up.
But the thing is with her, playing with 2 fouls, it looks like you may have told her just play as aggressive as normal. Is that accurate?
Yeah, and In a nice way. Yep, that sounds about right.
All right, what else are you doing right here in the first half?
Oh, I think we're making things hard for them. Even when they get to the rim, everything's contested. I mean, 23 is going to score. You know, we're pushing the ball ahead in transition. We're getting to the rim a little bit better. I just think we're playing good basketball right now. They're playing good basketball. We're just made a few more shots than they did, and you know, we'll see it happen in the second half.
And real quickly, you're getting some good rebounds too from Anna.
Yeah,
10 already.
Yeah, shocker.
Yeah, shocker, right? Yep. No surprise.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, I appreciate the time. Thank you.
All right, thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
All right, that's head coach Jamie Smith, who thank you for all of your time, and all the coaches this week have been good about getting insight. But again, we're going to go back down to the floor because we have some awards that we're going to present tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's First Lady Award is the most prestigious award the IGHSAU bestows on an individual. It is given to a daughter of Iowa, recognizing the millions of girls of the Commonwealth who have carried the tradition and training of a sport into varied and important careers, and for singularly illustrious and most memorable accomplishments. The 15th recipient of the IGHSAU First Lady Award is Deanne Kramer of Pleasant Valley High School. Accompanying Deanne tonight is the 2024 Dr. E. Wayne Cooley Scholarship recipient, Jessie Clemens of Pleasant Valley High School. Deanne is the embodiment of the Iowa girl. She's a graduate of Marshalltown High School and went on to become a two-time Division II All-American in golf. She went on to coach golf at the collegiate level before getting into athletic administration. She served stints as an athletic director at Davenport Central and Iowa City High before becoming the athletic director at Pleasant Valley High School, a post she's held since 2013. Deanne has served on several national NFHS committees, including the National Equity Committee, the National Student Services Committee, and the NFHS NIAAA Athletic Director Advisory Committee. She's been honored as the Iowa High School Athletic Directors Association's Athletic Director of the Year, the Iowa Girls Coaches Association Administrator of the Year, and the recipient of the Iowa High School Golf Coaches Association's President's Award. She has served the IGHSAU as a chair of the Golf Coaches Advisory Committee and recently completed a 12-year stint as a member of the IGHSAU Board of Directors. Ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of the IGHSAU First Lady Award, Deanne Kramer of Pleasant Valley, accompanied with her husband Mike. Presenting Deanne with her award today is IGHSAU Executive Director Gene Berger. Congratulations. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's Golden Plaque of Distinction Award honors the Iowa coach who has demonstrated a successful career while making notable contributions towards school, community, and the coaching profession. Presenting the Golden Plaque of Distinction Award is IGHSAU Executive Director Gene Berger and Basketball Administrator Gary Ross. The 2024 recipient of the Basketball Golden Plaque Award is Kristen Meyer of Dowling Catholic High School. Kristen's been coaching for 21 seasons. She led Nevada High School to back-to-back state championship games, winning the Class 3A state title in 2015 and placing second in 2016. She has been at Dowling Catholic for 9 seasons and has taken the Maroons to state tournament games 8 of the last 9 seasons, including a runner-up finish tonight. Meyer has been honored by the NFHS as the 2021 Iowa Coach of the Year, the Central Section Coach of the Year, and has been honored by the Iowa Girls Coaches Association as a District Coach of the Year 4 times. The Iowa Basketball Coaches Association named her the Class 3A Coach of the Year in 2015. Meyer also served a term on the IGHSAU's Basketball Advisory Committee. Many of her players have gone on to have successful collegiate careers, including National Player of the Year, Caitlin Clark. Congratulations to the 2024 recipient of the Basketball Golden Plaque of Distinction Award from Dowling Catholic, Kristen Meyer. The E. Wayne Cooley Scholarship is awarded annually to the senior that reflects discipline, perseverance, character, superior skills, achievement, and citizen traits that personify the life and expectations of Dr. E. Wayne Cooley, the longtime executive secretary of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. The award winner receives a $15,000 scholarship over 4 years as she attends the Iowa College or university of her choice. Presenting the Ewing Cooley Award today is Gene Berger, Executive Director of the IGHSAU. The 2024 recipient of the Cooley Scholarship is Jessie Clemens of Pleasant Valley High School. Jessie owns a 3.94 GPA. She's a member of the National Honor Society and has achieved the Spanish seal of biliterary. Jessie has performed at an elite level on the athletic fields. She's been a 4-year starter at point guard for the defending Class 5A state champions, where she was a member of the 5A All-Tournament team last year while earning All-State accolades. She is a 2-time All-State selection in softball, where she led the Spartans to the Class 5A championship game last summer. She's also a state qualifying track athlete that finished 5th in the 400 hurdles at last spring's state track and field meet. Jessie's active in her church community. She also volunteers at Cafe on the Vine, which provides free food to those that need it. Jessie will be attending Iowa State University next fall and will play softball. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2024 recipient of the E. Wayne Cooley Scholarship Award from Pleasant Valley, Jessie Clemens. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, last week, Gene Berger announced her retirement as the Executive Director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. The IGHSAU Board of Directors would like to take this time to recognize Gene for the amazing mark she has made as the head of the IGHSAU. Gene's tenure marks the first time in the 97-year history of the IGHSAU that an Iowa girl would lead the organization. In the 8 years under Gene Berger's leadership, the Iowa girl has flourished like never before. Whether it was the tickets punched, the pink shoes, or the many other pink sparkles that adorn all of the IGHSAU state tournament venues, the Iowa girl has never shined brighter. Dr. Ewing Cooley once said that it was his goal to make the Iowa girl stand just as tall as her male counterparts. Gene, there is no doubt, under your leadership, that the Iowa girl has never stood taller than it does today. Congratulations on your retirement, and thank you for your leadership. With Gene today are her daughters, Jess and Jenna. Congratulations.
Quite a class there, quite a group of awards as well. Congratulations, Gene. If you want to see an interview with her, go back and watch our 5A game. But I also want to tell you that basketball isn't the only girls' championship playing out on the hardwood this time of year. Less than 2 weeks ago, Iowa's 10-pin faithful descended on Waterloo, where over 3 days, winners were crowned in all classes of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's individual and team bowling championships. Nice throw. One school throwing their roll to top honors was Keokuk High. Let's talk with Chiefs coach Ryan Moore, Jalen Ketter, and Sophia Rule are with us. All right, Coach. Pick up that microphone. We need to ask you a hard question. Congratulations first. What's the key to a good bowling team in your eyes?
A lot of work, a lot of dedication from the time they were young. It's not something that you're just going to pick up going to a freshman year of high school. So a lot of these girls have started since they were like 5, 6 years old and have worked their way up through. Not to mention parents buying some equipment to help out along the way.
Well, Jalen, congratulations to you, individual and team champion. What Coach just said, is that true?
Definitely, yes.
When did you first start bowling?
Honestly, I think I was 7 or 8.
And what do you attribute success on the court or on the lane for you?
I think that, like you said, a lot of hard work goes into it.
What's your best game that you've rolled?
279.
279.
Yes.
Do you have any rituals or anything? We always ask all the girls of these other sports.
I don't really, no.
Okay, fair enough. And Sophia, you're on the team and get a pink shirt and get the medal and everything else. What do you think makes a good bowler?
I would say just working with our team and really showing our sportsmanship. If we work as a team, we're way better than we are when we're individually.
Bowling, as you just saw in the video there, the state event is awesome, right? I mean, have you ever been in a bowling environment like that before?
No, bowling, I would say every tournament's different, but high school state tournaments are really one to remember because you find new friends, you can find everything there.
What's your best game?
278.
278, so one less. Oh my gosh, you guys are competitive. All right, Jalen, for you, what are you ready to have all the TV cameras there and televise frame to frame?
It definitely makes it a little nerve-wracking, but yes.
All right, Coach Moore, as you look at the way athletics goes, you said the same things that all these other coaches of all these other sports say, but a team event, bowling is very individual but yet unique that it's team, right? I mean, what makes a good team then?
I mean, really just working together and helping pick each other up. With the way they do the team event for bowling, it's not just individual games, it's Baker games. So your leadoff bowler bowls the first and sixth frame, second bowler bowls the second and seventh, and so forth down the line. So it combines all 5 people into one game. Nobody can string a bunch of strikes by themselves to put a score together. Everybody just really has to work together and put together a true team game.
Is that one of those things you have to kind of go over with a lot of the athletes when you get started in this, for like maybe the freshmen?
Yeah, I mean, with the freshmen, but most of them have bowled. We do have a middle school program that's not run through the state, but it's through the Proprietors Association. And so some of them get a little acquainted to that in middle school. We try to go over it just a little bit with them.
Real quick, give me the name of your home bowling alley. Give a little plug to them.
It's Arrowhead Bowl. They're in Keokuk, Iowa, so way down in the southeast corner.
And is the trophy, is there going to be any recognition in the lanes there for you?
Yeah, we've got, this is our 6th team title that I've coached. So every one of them, the picture now is hanging on the wall.
Oh, that's awesome.
The trophies do go back to the school eventually, but it will stay there at the bowling center for a while, but the picture will be there.
That's Coach Ryan Moore, Jalen Ketter, and Sophia Rule. Ladies, congratulations. Thank you so very much for joining us. Appreciate it. All right, thanks, Coach Moore. Always fun to hear about the other sports that go on across the state, and we do hope that you are enjoying the halftime fun here in Des Moines, brought to you by your favorite statewide broadcast media network. That's Iowa PBS, of course. Our extensive high school girls sports coverage is not possible without support from viewers like you. So please take a moment to call or go online right now and make a pledge of support to Iowa PBS. You see that QR code on the screen? Scan that right now. Call the number 800-779-7000 or go online to iowapbs.org. This is not an easy operation to do. We do need your support as it does ensure we continue this and other essential coverage for generations to come. Thank you so much to Keokuk and for you for pledging your support, and also to Solon for giving us a pretty exciting first half. They're up by 6. Back in a moment for Class 3A final here on Iowa PBS.
Join Iowa PBS as we take an adventure across Iowa's scenic byways. We explore the historic sites, unique attractions, and natural beauty along the way.
Road Trip Iowa, coming this spring to Iowa PBS.
And this is what the suffragists did in those decades before they actually achieved victory. They changed hearts and minds. They had to change not only the idea of who is a citizen who can vote, but what is a woman's role in society.
That Carrie Chapman Catt, I think, more than any woman suffragist, actually brought that suffrage amendment home.
Tuesday evening at 9 on Iowa PBS.
In hospital, you deal with cases. On the district, you deal with people. When mothers come to us, they bring everything they are with them.
There's nothing nicer than a fresh start.
You have done your best. Sometimes our best must be enough.
We're gonna take good care of you. We're with you now.
Coming to Iowa PBS March 17th.
Who is this
girl. Meet Peregrine Fisher.
You're Franny Fisher's niece.
Peregrine Fisher. God knows I need a good detective right now.
I'm more than happy to give it a whirl.
She's a real handful.
Make no mistake, it will be a perilous mission.
Coming to Iowa PBS March 16th.
Sweep. It is the cleanest show in town. The young men from Dowling Catholic High School in West Des Moines here this year in their tuxedos. It's a tradition like any other, like none other, really. It's not like anything else. This dates back decades, and it's good to see the continuation of that. And we have to have the ceremonial bow. And now they make sure they will clean off the mess. And we will clean up the first half in highlights for you right now. Pretty good ball game for you here in 3A. We kind of thought it would be. It would all be about offense and defense, of course. That's what makes up basketball. Let's start with some highlights here from the first half from the great crew here at Iowa PBS. Early on, Estherville Lincoln Central, a lot of give and go. Haley Stokes. Stokes has 12 points in the first half. She can do it from the inside and from the outside. Remember, she scored 44. And then for Solon, it's Callie Levine and her 17 points. There's Stokes again going coast to coast. Great shot there and great finish and the and one. And now for Solon, here's a look at Levine. One shot, two shots. She's playing with 2 fouls. Coach talked about that, told her to be aggressive in a creative way. The future Iowa Hawkeye is driving. Now that step back 3 right there, a big shot, and she's into it, and so are the Solon fans as we take a look at some of our first half statistics here. We talked about Estherville getting shots. They're 28. They've been averaging a little under 50 a game, 54, somewhere in there. Rebounds are pretty even to turnovers. Very, very similar game, and you would expect that in the matchup that we have here. That is a 6-point in favor of the Solon Spartans. We'll be right back. We are going to stay here. It's always a moving operation in here because we are going to have Coach Don Martindale from Estherville Lincoln Central. He's going to join us here in a moment. We're going to ask him a couple of questions, as we do all of our coaches.
I can now.
You can hear me now, Coach?
Yes, I can. Yep.
All right. So we talked about in our pregame show about the number of shots that you have.
Yeah.
Haley's got 12 points. You have to get, how do you get more shots up for the rest of your team?
Well, that's a real good question. I thought we did a pretty good job of getting the ball inside. I know that we missed quite a few according to the stats, but we're going to spread it around a little bit more, and we talked about that. Of course, adjustments. We're going to run a few different sets now and couple different, motion offenses. Hopefully we can get it going, but again, like I said, you got to give a lot of credit to Solon. They made shots, and they made some tough shots, and they're really forced us to get back and exert a lot of energy defensively, but I think we'll just be fine if we could just, knock down a few of these bunnies, so to speak. And of course, knowing our kids, I know that they're going to give it full effort, and it's just going to, come down again to who's going to play better, who's going to make shots, and who plays the best.
It's fun to watch your team, and we'll see how this second half unfolds. Coach, thank you so much.
And thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, that's head coach Don Martindale of Estherville Lincoln Central. Thank you for their access from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union as well. We'll step away for a moment in quarter number 3 when we come back.
Iowa PBS celebrates Festival with special programs, concerts, and thank you gifts. Be sure to check out the latest thank you gifts, such as a day tour of the bridges of Madison County, the new Iowa PBS mug, All Creatures Great and Small DVDs, or the Iowa Cutting Board. Call 800-779-7000 or donate at iowapbs.org or scan the QR code and support Iowa PBS today.
On Masterpiece, we get 15 million viewers a night.
Action! Crossroads Motel.
Miss Snowgordon!
All good things must come to an end. You're out.
I practically invented daytime TV. Those men brought me down. You think I'd let them stop me? I've got plans.
You're going to be a bigger star than ever. Watch me.
Nolly on Masterpiece.
coming to Iowa PBS March 17th.
3A halftime, Solon from Eastern Iowa, 28. Estherville Lincoln Central from Northwest Iowa, 22. That's our halftime program. Hope you are all caught up. Let's go do some more basketball now, shall we? BJ Shaven, Laura Leonard, half number 2 is yours.
All right, thanks, Paul. Well, Laura, interesting first half. Callie Levine, 2 fouls, still scores 17 to pace Solon.
Yeah, she did a really good job of maintaining what she was doing. She still was aggressive, didn't pick up that third foul. If you're Estherville Lincoln Central, you've got to put somebody down below. Maybe try to pick up that third quick foul on her when she puts the ball on the floor and drives.
What should be interesting is the second half is upon us. It's the Class 3A state championship game as Solon and Estherville Lincoln Central duking it out here. And for Solon, they'll get the ball to begin the late half. They'll go with Leeds, Miller, Staley, Quinlan, and Levine. And for Estherville Lincoln Central, Dunleavy, Yeager, Anderson, Rushy, and Stokes. And right away, Solon tries to pound it inside with Miller. She'll be denied. And it will stay with the Spartans. Again, Solon winning championships in 1994, 1997, 1998. Last time they played in the state championship game.
97, 98, those teams were led by Lindsay Meter, who went on to the University of Iowa and played for the Hawkeyes. Now they have another Hawkeye or player headed to the Iowa Hawkeyes and an opportunity to win a state championship.
Levine out ahead. The layup good by Leeds. That's her first bucket and the assist from Callie Levine. Has trouble with her footing.
She got all excited about it. It was a great pass. She got all excited about it, tripped over her feet as she was backpedaling. But what great vision. Boy, she saw Leeds and made a great diagonal pass.
Here's Rushy inside. Great footwork, but can't finish it. Yeager with the rebound. Put back denied. Now the kick out to Stokes. Anderson going to be ran into by Leeds. That'll be Kobe's first. Solon getting some great passing here.
Wait, when she let go of that pass, you didn't see an orange jersey anywhere. She just saw that, and then you just see the little back pedal. Falls to the ground. Pretty excited about her assist.
Here's Anderson. What an attack and finish. J.C. Anderson now with 6. She had 3 points at all of the state tournament. Now has doubled that total here in one game tonight, the championship game.
And some of the other midgets are going to have to step up and start scoring some points, take some of the pressure off of Stokes.
Rebound to Estherville Lincoln Central. Stokes in the paint. Dishes to Yeager. Little wraparound underneath. Had trouble holding on to the ball, but a foul. Draws a foul on Solon.
Boy, Yeager has had a really tough time just finding any room to move down there in the low post. She's gotten the ball down there a couple of times in good position, but the defense draped all over her.
Laura, that foul on Staley, that's her third. Stokes for 3.
And nobody on the boards for ELC. All orange jerseys around the rim.
Levine going to be pickpocketed. Dunleavy out ahead. Now to Yeager. We're going to reset here. Great get-back defense there by Solon.
Yeah, and really smart by Dunleavy to be able to pull it up, see she didn't have the numbers, let the rest of her teammates get caught up.
Underneath. That's Stokes for 2. Now with 14.
Good hesitation, down low, waited for the defense to clear before she went up and got it off the glass.
Okay, this one's starting to tighten up a little bit. 4-point game. 5:20 to play in the third. Oh, what a feed from Levine, and the finish by Miller.
Got a nice back pick. Got all the eyeballs looking over at Levine on the right side of the floor. They get that back cut and another nice pass to the interior.
Well, Levine here in the second half is majoring in distribution. Here's Anderson, the fade. Left it short.
Quillen with some really good defense that time on Anderson.
Solon going to reset now, and a timeout going to be taken here by the Spartans. So this one has been interesting as Solon and Estherville Lincoln Central trading shots here early on in the second half.
Good motion, good cut to the basket for Stokes. And the same thing on the other end. You get the back pick, you get the good cut, good interior passing, nice diagonal pass.
Let's go inside of that Estherville huddle.
Hey, good job. 6-point game. Hold our game back here. Good job. Keep going. Here we go. TNT, 1 or 3. TNT. Here we go.
Little encouragement from head coach Don Martindale.
And you heard the TNT mantra. They need to dig down deep, get that toughness going here to help them get even with Solon.
Spartans out on the floor with Leeds, Miller, Staley, Quillen, and Levine, who has the ball right now. Levine trying to get clearance here. Shot clock winding down, will give it up. Miller. And an offensive board for the Spartans. Miller with the putback.
Boy, and that's one that'll make a coach just fuming mad. You do a good job of holding him down for the shot clock. You make him make a bad shot, and then you don't go after the board.
That's 8 now for Haley Miller. On the floor. Stokes trying to get an and one here.
We talked about the shot clock winding down. There's the shot contested, and then nobody goes strong after the board except for Solon, and they get an easy 2.
And a steal by Levine. Out ahead. Here's Staley.
Well, you heard Coach Martindale say in the huddle, hey, it's a 6-point ball game. We're right in this. Got to get some stops. And they have not done that. They've turned the ball over, and Solon's been able to get out and run.
Stokes on this one. Now the N1.
That's a bucket that they needed to kind of stop the bleeding as Solon was going on a little bit of a run. There's the steal, and immediately Levine looks up the floor, and she could find Staley coming down. Nobody around her, and then Stokes with a good power move.
And Leeds picked up the foul. That's her second. Third team foul on Solon here in the third quarter. And capping off the three-point play is Haley Stokes. She's trying to keep them close here. 7-point game. Levine, though, working in on Anderson. The cut back, and it's stolen away by Stokes. She's going to attack with the left hand.
Did a good job of waiting for the defense to kind of get by her, takes it up one-handed, and the defense gets a stop that they needed and turned it into points.
Delaney Durr into the contest for Solon. Miller working the baseline, picked up by Stokes. She drives right around her. It's on the deck. Going to be knocked out. With 11 on the shot clock, Solon will hold the possession.
Defense needed to get a stop, and they did, and right there is Stokes. And then just right in front of the defense, takes it right up to the glass.
Levine from the corner. And another offensive rebound for the Spartans. Miller for 3. And another offensive rebound, this time by Durr. A fresh 35 seconds here for Solon.
And the long shots are bounding long off the rim. You've got to box out as those come off the rim hard. You've got to stay with your player and box her out, go strong after the loose ball.
Good ball movement into the corner. Miller in the paint. And Yeager will finally clear it for Estherville Lincoln Central.
That's one of those where you just kind of breathe a sigh of relief. You go, we gave them 3 opportunities. They're all good shooters on the floor. Didn't let them have any points. Now it's our turn to try to score.
And one and done for the Midgets. Solon taking their time on each possession, trying to keep Estherville Lincoln Central at bay. And a foul here on the drive as Leeds went right at Kara Schultz, and that'll be her first.
And what ELC is doing is they're now face guarding Levine. They've got JC Anderson on her, letting the rest of the players go 4-on-4. And a good job of putting the ball on the floor by Leeds, taking it right at Schultz.
Leeds right at 50% on the season, misses the first one here.
Solon 65% on the season from the line.
And head coach Jamie Smith backed everybody out. Estherville able to get an easy rebound that time. Now Stokes on the drive. Could not finish it, and it's going to stay with Estherville Lincoln Central.
I think when she got around the defense, she relaxed a little bit because nobody was there to challenge her. She just short-armed that layup.
Anderson inside Rushy, and an opportunity to earn it at the line as Miller will pick up the foul. And that'll be her third. And that is the 5th team foul, so any foul the rest of the quarter, Estherville Lincoln Central will be at the line shooting 2. As part of the bonus is Rushy cashes in here. That's her 3rd point, 74% on the season. And boy, was she beaming after their semifinal win over Mount Vernon. Excited for this opportunity here at the state championship. And she cashes in and makes it a 1-possession game here with 1:10 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and a good opportunity for Estherville Lincoln Central to be aggressive on their next possession and try to get to that free throw line.
Levine will go to the line to shoot 2. Anderson will pick up the foul, and that'll be her 2nd.
Levine trying to twist and turn her way into the rim, able to pull the contact and get to the line. Doesn't connect.
Levine misses the first free throw and hits the second. Levine was 17. Haley Stokes pacing Estherville Lincoln Central with 19. Here she goes. Hard spin to her left and will go to the line to shoot 2.
You know, Paul asked Coach Martindale, what do you need to do to get Haley Stokes going? And what they have done is spread the floor, let her use her good handles, get around defenders, draw contact, and get to the line, where she is a really good free throw shooter. 80% on the season.
Stokes now with a cool 20.
She can do a lot of things. Earlier this year against Unity Christian, had a triple-double, 35 points, 12 assists, and 10 steals in that ball game.
Little pressure put on by Estherville Lincoln Central. Levine had to go off of her left hand, and will go to Estherville Lincoln Central. And how about this? Of all the thoughts, down by 6 at intermission, and it's been a battle here in the 3rd quarter. They have an opportunity to take the lead here.
Put the pressure on and then continue to come and force the turnover.
Stokes in the paint, going to be called for a travel. Yeah, that hard jump stop had a little extra hop, didn't it?
It did have a little extra hop, and part of that is because Levine came over as Stokes was making her dribble drive, made her hesitate just a little bit and take that extra step.
Shot clock is off. You see the turnover numbers on the night. Levine going to be picked up by Anderson, who will creep a little closer. Trying to get that 5-second call. Game clock winding down, and a 5 count on Callie Levine.
You know, she kept checking with the official to see if she was okay doing what she was doing, and I don't know if he gave her acknowledgement or not. I don't know what happened there, but obviously a turnover.
Stokes, as the time winds down in the quarter, can't get the layup, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. We've got a tight one here at Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, as it's a 2-point game with Solon out in front. Well, you know, we've seen the state championship T-shirts that they award the champions, but they are making T-shirts here at Wells Fargo Arena. You may have seen them before at the girls' state volleyball, soccer, or bowling, or even for boys' hoops. But this is the first year pressing team and tournament designs for girls' state basketball. Fans and families and coaches have stopped by, some even buying T-shirts for their entire team. And Laura Leonard, nice enough to get me one.
I hope I got you the right size, though. You're medium?
Medium.
Okay. And you're going to look good in it.
Well, relive the championship excitement. Share these moments with your family, friends, and neighbors. Visit iowapbs.org for archives of championship games anytime. Okay, the folks up at Mother Nature's in Estherville turning on the fryer a little bit more. What do they got to do to come back against Solon here?
You know, I think they have found what they needed to do late in the third quarter. Spread the floor, get the ball in the hands of Stokes, let her dribble, see what the defense does, and she's smart enough, she's got good enough court awareness who the open players are going to be when the defense converges down, have her dish it off.
Okay, and the folks at Solon, they want to have a party during beef days to celebrate a state championship. What do they got to do here?
I think they've got to continue to play this really good defense, maybe gamble a little bit, but you've got to keep your eyes on Stokes right now. Ask for a little help, try to slow her down.
A 2-3 zone. Little matchup here by Solon coming out of the quarter break. You know, Stokes with the skip pass.
Coach Smith wanted to go to a little bit of a zone earlier, and the players said, no, let's stay with what we've been doing. Come out of that at the start of the quarter, going into that zone, showing something a little different.
Little drive by Miller, going to be taken away by Kara Schultz. She's joined out on the floor by Yeager, Anderson, Rushy, and Stokes. And for Solon out on the floor, it's Leitz, Miller, Staley, Quillen, and Levine. And a foul up top.
Looks like it maybe instead of a 2-3, maybe a little box and one, that Levine has the assignment on Stokes.
So that is the third personal on Callie Levine. That's going to be deflected out, and we'll stay with Estherville Lincoln Central. Second of 5 state championships awarded this weekend, and what a week it's been. 40 teams, 5 state titles here, all on statewide Iowa Public Television. Iowa PBS proud to bring you this as Rushy knocks down the triple, and the lead for Estherville Lincoln Central. She has 5 in the second half, 7 for the game.
Just floated out to that corner. Defense didn't see her. And they got her the ball in a good spot.
Levine can't get the bucket, and the rebound to Yeager. And this is going to stay with Solon. How about Rushy here knocking one down?
Stokes seeing her wide open, and it took a while for the defense to adjust. They've been in that zone. Defense flying out, and she knocked it down.
And a bucket by Solon to take the lead here, as Haley Miller gets her 10th point of the night. Here's Stokes in traffic. Little step through and able to get the left-hand layup down. Haley Stokes
I'm not sure how she was able to maintain control of that ball with all those hands swatting at it.
Levine on the drive and a block. That's a big call, as that could have been Kaylee Levine's 4th personal foul. And the officials are going to be talking about this one.
We're going to take a look at this.
And the call will hold.
There's a look at the block charge call.
And the bucket,
and the bucket goes.
Golly, Levine now with 20. Make it 21. And a 2-point lead here for Solon. Oh, you just had to hold your breath if you're a Spartan fan. And Stokes grabbed by Staley as she was trying to make her move to the hoop.
And they are staying in that zone. It seems to have been effective so far here in this 4th quarter. It's taken some time for ELC to figure out what they need to do and how they need to attack it.
Rushy from the corner. Yeager has it taken away by Staley. Out ahead to Leeds.
Boy, Yeager's had a tough night, has not been able to pull that ball down, able to control the basketball when she's gotten it in her hands. They strip her of the ball and get a run out on the other end.
Stokes will control it. Solon on a 5-0 run, and Stokes will be grabbed up top here by Staley. That's going to be her 4th.
Now Solon gets the running game going as Yeager couldn't control that.
Beg your pardon, that's her 5th from Staley.
And they were able to get the run out.
So for Mia Staley,
you know, that's it. That's an aggressive foul. She's trying to slow down Stokes.
the 3 by Stokes off the mark. There's 3 team fouls now on Solon. Miller, oh, behind the back. And there's some laundry on the court. Haley Miller, what a finish.
Boy, what a move. And caps it off with the little floater and the kind rim.
It's what you call getting air dried. A little cut back in the move. Here's Stokes in the paint. Foul called, and Haley Stokes will go to the line to shoot 2. A 6-point advantage now by Solon after falling down by 2. They have rallied in a big way here. Look at that.
Look at that move behind the back, just so smooth, and gets a bounce off the rim.
Quillen will pick up her first. The free throw knocked down by Stokes.
And Solon now with 4 team fouls. So you get one more, and that puts Estherville in the bonus if they do.
And a timeout going to be taken by Estherville Lincoln Central, where they're perfect at the line tonight. 10 of 10, Haley Stokes with 25. Let's hear from head coach Don Martindale.
Close out, close out. Okay, we're in good shape here. Just get stops now.
You guys have done really good getting stops, and then we give up some rebounds.
Yeah.
If we can get stops and get the rebound, then we're golden.
Hey, you're in this thing. You fought hard. 4 minutes left now. Just do what we do. TNT. Yeah, be aggressive.
Boston and Mankato 14, we haven't run yet. We can go opposite. We can run them and run them opposite.
Next time down the floor, we're going Boston. Boston, next time down the floor. Okay, here we go. Team Bright, 1, 2, 3. You ready to
Box out, I think that was the biggest message there, is make sure you're boxing out. Don't give them extra opportunities.
So Callie Levine will look to put it in play. Again, fouling out of the game. Mia Staley is out, so it's Leeds Miller, Quillen, Levine, and Durr. And for Estherville Lincoln Central, they've got Schultz, Yeager, Anderson, Rushy, and Stokes. Inside of 4 to play. It's a 4-point lead for Solon. Levine picked up by Anderson. Out of the top, that's Durr with the hard entry. It's going to be turned over. Numbers for Estherville Lincoln Central. Stokes will attack and left it short.
She was looking for some contact as she went up, shied away from it, and left it short.
Now Durr measures. Can't get the 3 to fall.
Well, there's that box out, and there's a pass. That's a good read by Levine. Just playing center field, sees it. Her eyes never left the ball. She saw it from way back and then jumped that passing lane. It's an opportunity missed for Estherville Lincoln Central.
So again, going to be very patient with the ball as Solon. Shot clock winding down. Miller gets her own rebound and then is fouled on the rebound. Haley Miller would not be denied.
They worked the clock down. She asked for the screen, went the opposite way, and got the rebound, and also was able to draw the foul.
It's the free throw. Solon now 5 of 8 from the line. Miller with 14. Back to a 6-point lead. It's go time for the Midgets.
Got to be efficient here. Can't be in a hurry, but you have to score quickly.
Anderson to kick out to Rushy. Good ball movement. The deep 3. No.
Well, that's a look that they wanted. Get it in the hands of one of your best shooters. Needed a 3-point bucket and just came up a little bit short. And Solon's going to be patient and run a little more clock. Or not.
That 3 doesn't matter. Callie Levine with the triple.
And going to take a timeout. But you think just when they're going to run a little clock, take some of that, wind it down a little bit more. Levine just pulls up and drains one.
Callie Levine now with 24, 4 of 8 from outside of the arc. Give me an inch, I'm going to take that mile. Let's go to the Solon huddle.
Every rebound. Hey, they're going to run a Jerry look. Right? They're going to run a Jerry look at 2-3. Okay? Whatever. She's going to cut in behind that girl. Yep. Right?
23's going to the corner probably. Okay, don't lose her. Don't lose her.
Right? Some type of deal like this. Some kind of deal like this, right? Pass comes here. Somehow she's going to come through here. Something like that. Hey, Jerry, look. Listen. We need rebounds.
Hey, rebounds. Let's go. You got it.
How many timeouts?
Well, talking about the Cutters, what they're going to do and what to look for against their zone, how they're going to probably try to get Stokes open and cut her through on the bottom part of the 2-3 zone.
Stokes had run into her own teammate on that shot, and Solon picks up the loose ball. Now they go to work. Just 2 fouls so far for Estherville Lincoln Central here in the 4th quarter of play. Miller and Yeager with the rebound.
Again, you gotta score in a hurry.
Anderson for 3. No. Stokes with the rebound. And she'll be fouled and will go to the line. The clock is stopped with 1:15 to play.
Well, clock stopped, chance to go to the line. You've got your best free throw shooter there. If she makes both of these, then you're going to have to get up and probably put a little extra pressure on in the backcourt. See if you can force a turnover of some kind.
Kelly Levine going to pick up the foul. Stokes able to hit her free throw.
That's number 4 on Levine.
Stokes now with 24, or I beg your pardon, 27 on the night. Levine with 24. And going to be fouled up top by Anderson.
Got a couple to give. If you're Estherville Lincoln Central, you can be a little more aggressive before you get them into the bonus.
63 seconds. That's what's left to play here. And a timeout going to be taken here by the Spartans. 7-point game, 1:03 to play. Let's go inside of the Estherville Lincoln Central huddle.
Yep. Get one real quick, okay?
Extra aggressive. We either got to have balls, got to be a foul. We can't let them throw it in the clock. So
even when we get the ball back, everyone has to find their range.
Yeah. So on a maid, we got to find these. Either got to be a steal or a foul. We got to come away with the ball. And if they call a foul, they call a foul. But we got to have the ball. Okay?
Jump it. Hey, believe we can do this. Here we go. Team pride. 1 to 3.
Got to have a foul right away. And so either deny the pass, and if you can't get the denial when the ball gets in, foul hard right away. You got to give a couple more before you put them in the bonus. You heard Coach Stokes in there with Coach Martindale. He's had this group since they were in 3rd grade and brought them up through the ranks, and on the bench now helping coach them, and big part of the progress of this team and the history and the tradition of this team.
And a foul going to be called here on Stokes. That'll be her first. That's the 4th team foul, so Solon will be in the bonus the rest of the way.
Don't push off. Kobe, Kelly's going back. Kelly.
And a quick foul. Going to force Solon at the line tonight. Again, the Spartans 6 of 9 from the foul line.
And that's going to put Leitz at the line, a 59% free throw shooter. And I think Estherville Lincoln Central really wanted to keep the ball out of Levine's hand.
Leitz misses them both.
You got to push now and get a quick hit. But look how far that defense is extended out.
It's not your traditional drop back 2-3 zone. Here's Yeager, can't hit the bucket.
No, that's more of an aggressive 2-3 zone.
Here's Levine. Now, Estherville Lincoln Central will be called for the foul. Some precious time ticks off, and they also came up empty on the possession.
You know, I know you don't want to foul Levine in that situation, but you're running out of seconds and ticks on the clock. You got to foul somebody right away. You can't afford to be choosy. However, she does not knock down that first one.
Now at 50% on the night is Solon. And a timeout going to be taken here by Estherville Lincoln Central. They'll have one remaining, just a shade inside of 40 seconds to play, and an 8-point contest.
You know, Estherville Lincoln Central made a huge run in that third quarter, able to get over the hump, grab a lead for just a short time.
We'll stay connected with Iowa PBS Sports no matter where you're watching from. Join the conversation. Follow us on Facebook and X and use the hashtag Iowa PBS Sports to enjoy the championships with other fans. So the 5A title going to Johnston. Solon in great shape right now with 40 seconds to play and an 8-point lead, and Sparty likes it.
Sparty is happy doing the worm over there, and tell you what, this has been a really good game. The intensity was very high. Defense on both sides really, really good, and both teams had runs. And as I was talking about, Estherville Lincoln Central made that run, got the lead for just a short amount of time, and then Solon came back with a vengeance and knocked down a couple of shots and got some separation.
We haven't had very many upsets this week at the Girls State Basketball Tournament. The top seeds have all advanced to the championship game. I mean, you're in the title game, but the third-seeded Solon Spartans have come in here with some determination and playing that tough WAMAC conference with lots of teams here at the state tournament. Obviously, with another opportunity to bring home a title for a conference member tomorrow. Clear Creek Amana in competition tomorrow afternoon against Waverly Shell Rock. Here the Midgets need to score. Stokes does a three, and Estherville Lincoln Central will burn their final timeout. It's a 5-point game with 31 seconds to go.
Drew that up during the timeout. Good quick pass, got Stokes open in the corner. Had a hand in the face. That's a tough knockdown jumper.
Stokes now with 30.
She got off to a little bit of a slow start, but certainly heated up here in the second half. They got her going, got her on dribble drives, got her set up to where she could step out beyond the three-point line. And they want the ball in her hands, and she certainly has responded here in this ball game.
So Solon will have the ball after the made three. This allows the Midgets to set up their full court pressure. They inbound it to Miller inside of the baseline. Now they get it to Leach, who's fouled immediately. And Kobe from the line tonight is 0 for 4. And the foul going to be on Kara Schultz, her fourth. Oh, the agony.
You know, it's there's always a lot of tears that happen at these state tournament title games. Tears of happiness, tears of defeat and disappointment. And it just is on both sides. But, you know, this game has been very well played.
She missed them both. Schultz with the rebound. Estherville Lincoln Central needs to go. Stokes from the wing. Off the mark, a long rebound, kept in the half court. Inside of 20 to go. Anderson for three, no. Again, the deep three, it won't be banked in, and Levine will rip down the rebound and will be fouled right away with 6.9 to play. And Solon senses a championship.
Boy, they had some opportunities, got a couple of really good looks at a three. They could have knocked one of those down. Played defense, stopped the clock, gotten a foul. They still would have had a shot at it.
Levine knocks down the free throw. Now can make it a 3-possession game with 6.9 to play. A timeout taken by Solon. Let's go to the huddle.
Okay, you got no timeout. Just get it up quick. Try and shoot it into somebody. That's all we can do. Get it up quick. Okay, all right.
We're good. We're good. Hey, we're good. Hey, we're good.
Okay. Hillary, get down the floor and spot up in the corner, okay? You two, JC and Kara, try to set a screen on the side.
Yeah, shoot it.
Yeah. You try to blast either behind them or to the middle, okay?
Yeah.
Either get a shot or try to hit somebody.
We're all good.
Then let's get a quick foul.
Finish it. Here we go. TNT, 1-3. Come on now.
You know, Coach Martindale, when we talked to him yesterday, spoke so highly of this team about how you don't have to tell them much. They're all really well connected. Don't have to do a whole lot of coaching because they played together for so long. They're just so respectful of one another, of the support staff. The parents in the community have been very supportive as well. And I know there's some disappointment over there, but I know he's really had a lot of fun coaching this team this season.
The final seconds of the game, Rushy's three left short, and that's going to do it. Solon, your Class 3A state champs. Years ago, this program just had 9 wins. Then Callie Levine, Haley Miller, Mia Staley, Anna Quillen stepped into the program and stepped up big time. 4 years later, they win their school's 4th state championship as they knocked down Estherville Lincoln Central 54-47.
And when Coach Smith got there, first year, they only won 3 games and then 9 games the next year. And he said all these players were still in the middle school system and knew that they were coming up. And he goes, they got here, we kind of threw them into the fire, and they have learned each and every time they've gotten onto the floor, gotten that experience that has helped them win a state title.
And for the young Estherville Lincoln Central Midgets, disappointment, but a lot of underclassmen as they pushed towards the title game again. Now let's go to Joe Hammond, our public address announcement for the all-tournament team.
The awards is Brent Johnson, president of the Iowa Farm Bureau, and joining him are members of the IGHSAU Board of Directors, Russ Adams, Jennifer Donnells, Zach Clark, Greg Defoe, Travis Fleshner, Tanya Moe, Ron Fodness, and Governor Kim Reynolds. From Solon, Anna Quillen. From Estherville Lincoln Central, Riley Yeager. From Mount Vernon, Chloe Meester. From Des Moines Christian, Abby Hall. From Solon, Callie Levine. And your 3A All-Tournament Team Captain, from Estherville Lincoln Central, Haley Stokes.
So there is your all-tournament team, captained by Haley Stokes, who finishes with 30 in the championship game. Callie Levine leading the way for Solon with 27, and 14 for Haley Miller.
Well, all of these players, I mean, what a tournament they all had. Put on a great display, and boy, Stokes, Haley Stokes, what a tournament. And great championship game. She got going here in the second half and showed the fans and all the people in attendance what she can do.
As the all-tournament team wraps up, it'll be time now for the presentation of the hardware.
Top Producer Award for the 3A Championship game. Presenting the award is Taylor Anderson of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. This year's top producer of the Class 3A Championship game, from Solon, Kelly Levine. Now, fans, please help us recognize the 2024 Class 3A runner-up, the Estherville Lincoln Central Midgets, and head coach Don Martindale. Fans, let's hear it for your 2024 Class 3A champion, the Solon Spartans, and head coach Jamie Smith.
So another champion is crowned as Solon takes home the Class 3A state championship. What execution there by the Spartans.
Yeah, it really was, and defensively they did a good job, set the tone right away, and then they got that offense going, that run and gun, made that defense turn into offense, and that's what won them a title.
So the Friday night of championships are complete. Let's turn it over to our good friend Paul Yeager.
Great job, BJ and Laura. Why don't you go ahead and take the rest of the night off? Join us tomorrow afternoon, shall you? Just did a little math. Not my specialty. However, Haley Stokes just set a new 3A record for a tournament with 89 points. That beat our colleague Ellie Ruffordge's 86. But Ellie still holds the single game record in 3A. We're going to talk about 4A tomorrow, 2A and 1A, but that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining us for Game 2 of our girls basketball doubleheader here on Iowa PBS. Join us again tomorrow afternoon, actually, when we start that triple header. We'll do 4A, then 2A, and then in prime time, we'll wrap it up in 1A. Iowa PBS is your home for the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Championships. More hoops come your way from downtown Des Moines in less than 24 hours. For all of us at Iowa PBS, thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. Funding provided by
Musco Lighting is honored to support Iowa PBS. We're an Iowa company that lights local schools, community fields, and stadiums, arenas, and venues in more than 125 countries. While our reach is global, our commitment is local.
And by Fairway Meat and Grocery. For more than 80 years, Fairway has been proud to be an active part of the communities we serve. Learn more at fairway.com.
Across Iowa, hundreds of neighborhood banks strive to serve their communities, provide jobs, and help local businesses. Iowa banks are proud to back the life you build. Learn more at iowabankers.com.
With our Iowa roots and Midwestern values, Farmers Mutual Hail is committed to offering innovative farm insurance for America's farmers, just as we have for 6 generations. Farmers Mutual Hail, America's crop insurance company.